Hey everyone, it's Maurice the Expert. Today, we're diving into Snow White 2025. And trust me, this reimagining is worth your attention. Before we break it all down, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a review. The story begins in a wintry kingdom, where Snow White, played by Rachel Zegler, is born during a raging storm. From the very first moments, it's clear this princess won't have an easy path. After her mother's death, her father remarries a dangerously charming woman, portrayed by Gadot, who is absolutely perfect for the role. Manipulative to the core, the new queen sends the king off to war, where he meets his doom, before turning the once thriving kingdom into an economic dictatorship. Snow White is then reduced to nothing more than a servant in her own castle. The magic mirror, as blunt as ever, ignites the queen's fury when it names Snow White as the fairest of them all. This leads to the infamous assassination order we all know, but with a much darker and more ominous forest setting than the animated version from our childhood. The filmmakers clearly took inspiration from the original Grimm tales rather than Disney's sugar-coated adaptation. During her escape, Snow White encounters a group of outlaws led by Jonathan, played by Andrew Burnap, an idealistic thief who takes the place of the traditional prince. With their help, she learns to fight and reclaim her power. Meanwhile, the queen, obsessed with preserving her beauty, turns to increasingly dark magic to track her down. The introduction of the 7 dwarfs is brilliantly reimagined. These aren't just cute side characters. They each have real depth and their own story arcs. Gone are the simple comic relief figures. These dwarfs are strategic allies in the fight against the queen's tyranny. The poisoned apple scene is an absolute masterpiece. Unlike previous versions, Snow White doesn't collapse instantly. The poison takes effect gradually, creating an agonizingly suspenseful moment. The queen, disguised, delivers a chilling monologue as she manipulates her prey, making the scene more intense than ever before. But Snow White's awakening isn't the end of the story. Jonathan and the dwarfs carry her to the peak of a sacred mountain in an attempt to break the curse. This is where the magic mirror, still linked to the queen, reveals one final cruel truth. Only a direct confrontation will set Snow White free from its power. The final battle is breathtaking. The queen, having absorbed the mirror's energy, transforms into a mystical entity with terrifying powers. With the help of Jonathan and the dwarfs, Snow White harnesses an ancient magic passed down by her people to turn the mirror's power against the queen. In a stunning twist, the queen, consumed by her own vanity, is ultimately devoured by her own reflection. The kingdom is finally freed, but the story doesn't end there. In the final moments of the film, the dwarfs unveil a mysterious gemstone that appears to hold an ancient power. Jonathan, intrigued, draws connections to long-lost legends, hinting at a larger, interconnected fairy tale universe. Snow White 2025 takes a bold risk in modernizing a classic, and opinions will surely be divided, as with any major reinterpretation of a beloved tale. So, have you seen it? What did you think of this fresh take on the story? Did you enjoy Dopey's transformation into an unexpected hero? If you love deep dive reviews like this, share this podcast with fellow movie lovers and leave a positive rating on your favorite streaming platform. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Drop a comment or send a voice message. And don't forget, subscribe and turn on notifications so you're the first to know when a new podcast drops. See you soon for another deep dive into the world of cinema.